Hello everyone, I welcome you all to the Infinite Division platform. Right now, today's session is all about NTSE Stage II question paper discussions. So as of now, in our previous sessions, we have done with the previous year question paper of 2020 as well as 2019. So we are done with it. So let us see how many of you have joined in the Stage 2. Hardik, Shubham, Rishit, Teshta, and still some of you are joining. So those those student who is new to our platform, they must know this is stage 2 question paper discussion, and NTSE is your scholarship based examination. So let us see what are the other aspect of NTSE. It has got two stages, which is stage 1 as well as stage 2. Stage 1 is your national level exam. Stage 1 is your state level examinations conducted by each different states, and stage 2 is your national level examination conducted by NCERT. Those who qualify stage 1, they move on to stage 2, and the level of difficulty as you move on to the stage 2 is quite difficult, okay, as compared to your stage 1, because stage 1 is your state level examination. So state level का examination थोड़ा easy होता है as compared to stage 2, ठीक है. And the label since you guys are on stage 2, so you must practice the previous year question papers, है ना. तो वो भी साथ साथ में करते रहो आप साथ साथ में, है ना. So if I'll talk about the marking scheme, again stage 1 as well as stage 2 has got same marking scheme. You'll be having a math test and you'll be having 100 question to answer. With each correct option you'll be getting 1 mark. So that means in totality you can score maximum of 100 in this section. And then second section of your test is of SAT, which comprises of social studies, math and science. Again, in social studies you'll be having 40 questions, maths you'll be having 20, and science you'll be having 40 questions. In totality, in SAT portion you'll be having 100 questions to answer. So there is no negative marking. That means you have to attempt all the paper. तो पूरा पेपर आपको अटेम्प्ट करना ही है, ठीक है. सो इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द सिलेबस, तो जल्दी से सिलेबस देखते हैं. सिलेबस कंप्राइजेस ऑफ योर क्लास 9th as well as class 10th. Okay, so this is the third session of your physics of your NTSE Stage 2, and in this session we'll be discussing 2017 and 18 question paper that has already come in your NTSE Stage 2 examinations. Okay, so shall we begin with our today's session? Hardik, Shubham, Chishta, Rishit. Okay. So this is the first question that you need to answer. So as you can see, we have been given two nichrome wire A and B, each of length 5 centimeter and of radius 1 centimeter and 3 centimeter respectively, are connected to each other in series. So that means you have been given two nichrome wires A and B. So first of all, what you can do is you have to visualize this question. You have been given two nichrome wire. This is nichrome wire 1. Let this is nichrome wire 1, and let this be your nichrome wire 2. Okay, so this is nichrome wire A and this is nichrome wire B. Each are having length of 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter. Okay, and the radius of first is 1 centimeter, and radius of B is 3 centimeter, connected with each other in series. If the current of 5 ampere flows through these combination of the wires, the ratio of the potential difference across A and B. So can you find out the potential difference? If 5 ampere current flows through each nichrome wire, so what would be the potential difference, the ratio of the potential difference? Yes, Chishta, tell me. What is it? D, 1:9. And what about Hardik? Rishit is saying C. Shubham is also saying C. कहीं आपने थोड़ा सा मिस्टेक तो नहीं किया? उल्टा ले लिया. यस आई नो. ओके, देखो ये बहुत सिंपल क्वेश्चन है ना, कोई कुछ कुछ क्वेश्चंस तो आपके स्टेज 2 में बहुत इजी आते हैं, है ना, जो बिल्कुल टू द पॉइंट न्यूमेरिकल बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, एंड यू नीड नॉट थिंक मच इन इट, ज़्यादा कुछ सोचने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है, पैरामीटर गिवन है, इजीली फाइंड आउट द रेजिस्टेंस। इसमें करंट आएगा 5 एम्पियर, है ना, तो इस पे पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस कितना होता है यूजिंग ओम्स लॉ, V इज इक्वल टू आई आर, तो पोटेंशियल अक्रॉस ए कितना होगा, आई 5 एम्पियर, इसका खुद का रेजिस्टेंस कितना है, रो एल बाई ए, रो लेट की नाइक्रोम वायर है, क्योंकि नाइक्रोम वायर ये भी है, नाइक्रोम वायर ये भी है, तो दोनों का लेट द रेजिस्टिविटी भी रो, तो रो एल बाय ए, लेंथ कितना है 5, एरिया कितना है पाई 1 का होल स्क्वायर, है ना, क्योंकि रेडियस इसका 1 है, तो 1 इंटू 10⁻⁻², इसको मीटर में कन्वर्ट करोगे तो दैट इज ओके। कन्वर्ट नहीं भी करोगे तो चल जाएगा, क्यों, क्योंकि आपका दिस इज द रेशो ओनली, है ना, तो रेशो धीरे धीरे कट जाएगा आपका, सो इसका 1 का होल स्क्वायर भी ले सकते हैं आप, है ना। व्हाट वुड बी द पोटेंशियल ओवर हेयर, बी का कितना होगा, आई आर, आई कितना है इसमें, अगेन बिकॉज दीज टू आर इन सीरीज, तो इस पे जितना करंट होगा उतना ही इस पे करंट होगा, ठीक है। सो V इज इक्वल टू, सो पोटेंशियल एट B इज V इक्वल टू I इंटू आर, इसका खुद का रेजिस्टेंस कितना है, रो L बाय ए, लेंथ कितना है 5, एरिया कितना है पाई आर स्क्वायर, सो दैट मीन्स 3 का होल स्क्वायर। इज इट ओके एवरीवन? Yes, Shubham, is it okay? Rishit? I hope it's visible to everyone. Okay. So the potential at B is I into R. R कितना है? Rho L by A. तो again VA by VB पूछा था, है ना? आप सीधे डायरेक्ट भी कर सकते हो। वी नो दैट V इज इक्वल टू आई आर होता है, R कितना होगा, रो एल बाई ए। एक चीज देखो, दिस इज करंट एंड दिस इज पोटेंशियल। एक चीज देखो, रेजिस्टिविटी दोनों की सेम है, लेंथ भी सेम है, करंट भी सेम है, तो ये पोटेंशियल इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू एरिया होगा ना, सीधा डायरेक्ट भी पुट कर सकते थे आप, है ना। तो वी ए बाई वी बी, एरिया का होल स्क्वायर, सो पाई इंटू 1 का होल स्क्वायर, पाई इंटू 3 का होल स्क्वायर, सो पाई से पाई कैंसिल, सारे टर्म कैंसिल आउट हो जाएंगे, सो यू विल बी गेटिंग एज 9:1। So you need to remember one more thing, कि most of the time you may get 9:1 and 1:9 together, so make sure कि आपका आंसर सही है ना, क्योंकि आप सॉल्व करने के बाद भी आपका ऑप्शन गलत हो सकता है, क्योंकि सम ऑफ यू में चूज दिस 1:9, तो मेक श्योर कि आपने अच्छी तरह से सही ऑप्शन चूज किया है, ओके। So we'll be moving to the next question. This is the question that come to your screen. It says two convex lens A and B, which is given to you, of focal length 30 centimeter. 30 centimeter का इन दोनों का focal length है. So that means the focal length of it is 30 centimeter and it's is 30 centimeter. Okay, separated by a distance of 30 centimeter. As shown in the figure, and object O placed at a distance of 40. So this is the U. So 40 centimeter at the left of A lens. What is the distance of the final image formed by this lens system? So you have been given 4 options. Tell me which option is correct. Okay, are you guys doing the question? Harshit, Shubham, Rishit, Jishtha? Okay. So tell me. Although this is a numerical based question, so it will require some time. So you may take half a minute more, and that would be sufficient. कितना आया? कुछ आया? इस वाले से इमेज कहाँ फॉर्म हो रहा है? शुभम का आ गया है. शुभम इज सेइंग सी. So देखते हैं, let us see. And what about others? अब एक शुभम का ही आया है, हाँ? ऋषित क्या होगा? First of all, an object is placed in front of convex lens A whose focal length is 30 centimeter. Then find out the value of image formed by this lens. First of all, कि ये इमेज कहाँ फॉर्म करेगा, क्योंकि ऑब्जेक्ट तो रखा हुआ है. तो टेल मी ये इमेज कहाँ फॉर्म कर रहा है? इसका इमेज का निकालो. Then afterwards tell me then the final image formed by this lens, second lens. ओके, सो यू हैव टू विजुलाइज लाइक दिस कि पहले ये फॉर्म करेगा, देन उसके बाद इसका इमेज फॉर्म, इसका जो इमेज है इस लेंस के लिए ऑब्जेक्ट की तरह बिहेव करेगा, है ना. एंड फाइनली यू विल गेट द फाइनल इमेज. सो टेल मी, ऋषित इज सेइंग सी. एंड व्हाट अबाउट हार्दिक? यस हार्दिक, नहीं आया? चेष्टा? Okay, C. So let us see this question first. First of all, image object is placed in front of convex lens A. So it the light ray from it pass from first lens A. So now if an object is placed like this, where would be the image formed? Image formed would be, we already know that V of 1 upon F is equal to 1 upon V minus 1 upon U is your lens formula. Okay, for convex lens the focal length is positive, तो आप ये लिख सकते हो 1 upon 30 must be equal to 1 upon V. Image formed on this lens is VA, let it be VA. ठीक है, so minus 1 upon ऑब्जेक्ट डिस्टेंस कितना है, विच इज -40. इसको सॉल्व किया तो VA कितना आ रहा है, जल्दी बताओ. VA कितना आ रहा है? This would be plus and it would go over there. So 1 upon 30 minus 1 upon 40. तो 120 सेंटीमीटर you must get. Okay? So इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? ये मतलब इसका बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. इसका मतलब कि ये इसका इमेज ये कहाँ फॉर्म करना चाह रहा था. इसको अगर और एक्सटेंशन कर दोगे, इसका इमेज कहीं 120 सेंटीमीटर पे ये फॉर्म कर रहा है. So this is the image formed which is at a distance of 120 centimeter from lens A. Okay, so this is the image, first image formed by lens A. ये image यहाँ form करता if lens B is not there, है ना. If it is lens B is not there, it would have formed the image over at a distance of 120 centimeter from lens A. Okay, but because since lens is there, for this lens this object will behave like a this image will behave like an object for lens B, है ना. तो इसके लिए lens B के लिए ऐसा लगेगा कि ये जो ऑब्जेक्ट है, ये जो डिस्टेंस है, दिस डिस्टेंस, ये एज अ वर्चुअल ऑब्जेक्ट की तरह बिहेव करेगा. Don't you think? Have you must know about virtual object, because it is this object is inside lens. This object is inside lens B, है ना. So this would becomes a virtual object for lens B. So now object distance from lens B is 120 minus 30 centimeter. So what you will be getting as? So this is 90 centimeter. Okay, rest everything is clear. थोड़ा सा और आगे करेंगे हम. So that means this distance U is plus 90 centimeter, है ना, for object for lens B. And what about V? Final image that you need to find out, let it be VF. Okay, and the focal length of this lens is again plus 30 centimeter. So 1 upon f must be equal to 1 upon v plus minus 1 upon u. So this is the final image that you'll be getting as, okay, and 1 upon f is plus 30 must be equal to 1 upon v final image minus u must be equal to plus 90. I hope this thing is clear to everyone. चेष्टा ये चीज समझ में आ रहा है ना? तो इस ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए दिस image would behave like an object for lens B, and this image this object is virtual object for lens B. तो इस स्टेप से सॉल्व करेंगे. फाइनल VP जो आएगा वो कितना आ रहा है? 22.5 सेंटीमीटर, है ना? यही आ रहा होगा. ओके, सो दैट मीन्स कि ये जो डिस्टेंस है, फाइनल इमेज कहाँ फॉर्म हो रहा है? एट अ डिस्टेंस यहाँ कहीं 22 centimeter from lens B. So third option would be our correct option. Okay, I hope this thing is clear to everyone. Shubham का आ गया है, ऋषित, चेष्टा, okay, ठीक है. And what about Hardik? Hardik आ गया? Yes, Hardik, is it okay with you? Okay, ठीक है. So we'll move on to the next question now. But you must remember this first image will become virtual object for lens B. So you must know about virtual object. Object can be real as well as object can be virtual. Image can also be real and object can also be image can also be virtual. So that means object can also be virtual, है ना? Just like condition in this condition, the object is also virtual. See, if light comes, it was coming like this, है ना? And this is your plane mirror. It has to go to a certain point over here, है ना? So this will become virtual object for this mirror. So finally, you'll get, for a virtual object, you'll get a real image. You'll get a reflection over here. Finally, the image would be over here. ऐसा आ जाएगा, image यहाँ form हो जाएगा. So this image would be real image. So that means for virtual object you are getting real image. Okay, and this happens only when the light rays is converging. It is converging to a point, and in between lens may come, in between mirror may come, है ना? So then only you'll get this image would be virtual object. Okay, I hope this thing is clear to everyone. We'll be moving to the next question now. Okay, देखो ये भी अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. A cart of mass capital M moves at a speed of u on a frictionless surface. At a regular interval of length L, the block of mass M is m/2 drops vertically onto the cart. Okay, so एक cart है, कुछ मूव कर रहा होगा. कार्ट का मास कितना है? कैपिटल M. Moves with the speed of u at certain distance, let it be L. m/2 mass is added up, है ना? It comes like this. Vertically it falls on this mass. So because mass has been added up, because of conservation of momentum in this direction, no force is acting in horizontal directions. You can easily find out the combined velocity of it, है ना, using conservation of momentum. Again, again L length, this m plus m/2 would be added up by again m/2, है ना? So that means you have been given with each length L, block m/2 drops vertically on this capital M block. So find out how much time it will take to cover the distance 9/2L. So tell me. Again, this is also a numerical based question, so it will require some time. I hope question is clear to everyone. Cheshta, Hardik, Shubham, Hardik, Rishit, I hope question is clear to everyone. बताओ क्या होगा आंसर. इसको ऐसे विजुलाइज भी कर सकते हो जैसे इस टाइप से बताया. अगेन 9/2 इज नथिंग बट 4.5 L. तो मतलब L कितनी बार डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल हुआ होगा? 4.5. So that then up to which now you have to just apply your brain and find out the answer. Yes, Shubham. Are you getting any answer? Rishit. हार्दिक कुछ आया चेष्टा. Okay, चलो ठीक है. It will require some time, so I think 1 minute and that is more than sufficient for this question. Since I have given you a lot of hints, so that means half an hour, half minute would be sufficient. But ठीक है करो देखते हैं. मतलब हर एक लेंथ L जाने पे ये ड्रॉप कर जाता है ऊपर से ना मास m/2. तो मास तो ऐड होते जा रहा है विद ईच L लेंथ. Again, no additional force acts in horizontal direction. That means you can conserve momentum, linear momentum in horizontal direction. Because this block is falling vertically, so it will apply any additional force in the vertical direction only. So you can easily apply the conservation of momentum in horizontal direction. With each mass m/2 added up, its velocity will keep on decreasing. होगा ऐसा? जैसे जैसे मास ऐड होता जाएगा इसका स्पीड डिक्रीज होता चला जाएगा. शुभम का आ गया है. शुभम is saying fourth option, huh? So that means 17L/2 you are saying. Okay, and Cheshta has also got the answer now. Cheshta is also saying fourth is the correct option. And what about Hardik? And Rishit? नहीं आया. देखो. Initially its mass was m and it was moving with the speed of u. यही स्पीड थी. And after L length, again the mass would become m plus m/2, which is 3m/2. Don't you think? If it is 3m/2, apply the conservation of momentum, because initial momentum must be equal to final momentum. So initial momentum was mu, final momentum is 3m/2 multiplied by, let its velocity be v, है ना? So let its velocity becomes v if m/2 is added up. So m से m cancel, तो u must be equal to 2/3u, है ना? मास अगर 3/2 हो जाएगा तो इसका वेलोसिटी कितना हो जाएगा? 2/3u, है ना? So its velocity becomes 2/3u. So again for L length, it will move with this much of speed. After again L length, its mass will be added up. So कितना हो जाएगा मास अब बताओ? 3m/2 plus again m/2. कितना हो जाएगा? m/2 यहाँ ऐड हुआ था, m/2 यहाँ ऐड हुआ है ना, सो टोटल कितना ऐड हुआ है, m ऐड हुआ है, सो 2m हो जाएगा, डोंट यू थिंक? अब इसकी स्पीड कितनी हो जाएगी, नाउ इट स्पीड बिकम्स v डैश मस्ट बी इक्वल टू u/2, पहले से हाफ हो जाएगा क्योंकि मोमेंटम इसको ऐड मोमेंटम कंजर्व करना है आपको, m इंटू यू मस्ट बी इक्वल टू 2m इंटू वी डैश, एंड दिस m से m कैंसिल, ओके m से m कैंसिल, सो v डैश मस्ट बी इक्वल टू u/2, तो इसकी स्पीड हो जाएगी u/2. फॉर अगेन l लेंथ इट विल मूव विद द स्पीड ऑफ u/2. I hope this thing is clear to everyone. है ना? Now again at a distance of this m/2 will be added up. तो 2m plus m/2 कितना हो जाएगा, 5m/2, यही हो जाएगा 2m plus m/2. What you will be getting as 2 to the 4 plus 5, which is 5m/2. So this is a mass which will be added up, and its mass becomes now this. If this becomes its mass, then its velocity becomes, let it be v double dash, its velocity becomes 2/5 of u हो जाएगा. जैसे जैसे मास ऐड होता चला जाता है स्पीड कम होती जाती है. ओके, सो ये l ट्रेवल किया, ये l ट्रेवल किया, ये l ट्रेवल किया, फॉर अगेन l लेंथ इट विल मूव विद दिस मच ऑफ स्पीड. आफ्टर दिस again for l/2 distance it will move with the speed of, again m/2 would be added up, तो कितना हो जाएगा 5m/2 plus m, so it comes out to be 7m/2. okay, no, just a minute, m/2, okay, now it would become 6m/2, so that means it will become 3m. I hope this thing is clear to everyone. चेष्टा ये क्लियर है, बोलो, है ना? So now its speed becomes 3m, its mass becomes 3m. तो what would be its speed, v triple dash, कितना होगा इसका स्पीड, u/3 नहीं हो जाएगा, 1/3. ओके, कंजर्व कर देना. अगेन फॉर l/2 डिस्टेंस, for l/2 distance, because this 9/2 is nothing but 4.5l, है ना, 4.5l मतलब l l l l and l/2. so you can easily find out the total time. टाइम कितना होगा इसमें, टोटल टाइम t, कैपिटल T ले लो, टोटल टाइम कितना होगा, टोटल डिस्टेंस अपॉन स्पीड, सो l/u प्लस डिस्टेंस अपॉन स्पीड, which is 2u/3, 2u/3. okay, so now for this much of length what would be its time, so time would be distance upon speed, so speed again it becomes u/2. for this much of length the time would take, the time taken would be, time is distance upon speed, so 2u/f. and for last l/2 distance that it has to travel, what would be its time, time would be distance upon, which is l/2, speed, speed is u/3. you can easily solve it, and finally what you are getting at, you'll be getting as 17l/2u. so this is the expression that you are getting. I hope this thing is clear to everyone. चेष्टा, हार्दिक, सबका आंसर आ गया है ना? सो यू कैन इजीली एड इट अप द टाइम, एंड फाइनली इवेंचुअली विल बी गेटिंग एज 17l/2u, है ना? सो शैल वी मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन? यस, बोलो. हार्दिक, शुभम, ठीक है. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन कम टू योर स्क्रीन नाउ. जल्दी देखो, ये थोड़ा सा लेंदी पढ़ने में लग रहा है ना? क्वेश्चन अगर क्लियर हो जाएगा तो आसानी से कर सकते हो. अ बॉल इज थ्रोन वर्टिकली अप फ्रॉम द पॉइंट ए, सो दिस इज द पॉइंट ए विच हैज बीन गिवन टू यू, एंड बॉल इज थ्रोन लाइक दिस इन अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन, ऐसे छोड़ा, है ना, as shown in the figure. A person standing at a height h, suppose करो a person is there at a height of h, तो यहाँ पे एक person है h height पे, है ना, at a height h on the roof atop of building, tries to catch it. ये बॉल जब नीचे से ऊपर जा रहा है उसको ऐसे कैच करने की कोशिश करता है ना, एंड ही मिसेस द बॉल, ये कैच नहीं कर पाता, बॉल ऊपर चला जाता है. ओके, साइमल्टेनियसली द पर्सन स्टार्ट्स अ स्टॉप वॉच, जैसे ही वो ऊपर गया साइमल्टेनियसली उसने स्टॉप वॉच स्टार्ट कर दिया, कि यहाँ जाने से जैसे ही बॉल ऊपर जा रहा है स्टॉप वॉच उसने स्टार्ट कर दिया है ना. ना द बॉल रीचेस इट्स टू द इट्स मैक्सिमम हाइट, इट गोज टू द इट्स मैक्सिमम हाइट एंड अगेन इट विल फॉल डाउन फ्रॉम इट्स मैक्सिमम हाइट, यहाँ से फॉल करेगा. Okay, and managed, and while returning he managed to catch it up on return. So that means ball will go like this and it will return like this. At this point again he catches it while it is coming downward, है ना. So by this time a time interval is t, so that means by the time this ball has gone up and again it catches this, the total time consumed is capital T, has elapsed as recorded by the stopwatch. If g is acceleration due to gravity at the place, the speed with which the ball was thrown from the point A. So you need to find out the speed with which the ball was thrown at the base of it. So tell me, क्या होगा answer? I hope question is clear to everyone. Yes, Chishta, question is clear. ठीक है. So that means if it is going upward at a certain height h, he was trying to catch the ball, but he wasn't. So it goes to its maximum height, and again if it is coming to the same height, then he catches it. And the time elapsed between going up till this point is capital T. So this is the only time elapsed while the ball is going from capital H height to again comes back. So this is the time which is given to you. So what would be its speed, initial speed u, in the terms of capital H, T and small g, that you need to find out. Okay, Shubham का आ गया है. Shubham is saying third. Okay, and what about others? Rishit, are you able to solve the questions? And what about Hardik? Are you able to solve it? Hardik has also got the answer now. Hardik is also saying third is the correct option. I think this much of time is enough for you. है ना, तो जल्दी से देख लेते हैं आप. I hope. What about Chishta? Yes, Chishta. 4GH. ये वाला. That means you are getting second option. Okay. So let us see this question first. We already know the time. है ना, ये t ऊपर जाएगा और t नीचे आएगा. Suppose at this height its speed velocity is v. मान लेते हैं v है इसकी velocity. So ये अगर कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट को प्रोजेक्ट करते हैं v velocity से and it goes to again its maximum height and again it comes back, falls back at the same level. So this t must be equal to 2v by g, don't you think? है ना, t की वैल्यू क्या होगी 2v by g, क्योंकि जब वो नीचे आएगा बॉल तो ये भी हिट करेगा v वेलोसिटी से ही, क्योंकि वेलोसिटी एट द सेम हाइट वुड बी रिमेन्स सेम, है ना. तो v, सो दिस t मस्ट बी इक्वल टू 2u बाई टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट होता है ना, टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट कितना होगा 2v बाई g, डोंट यू थिंक? ओके, नाउ व्हाट यू कैन डू इज for this portion of the journey its initial speed is, let it be u, that you need to find out, and final speed is v. So you can easily use the equation v square minus u square is equal to 2 G is minus G, क्योंकि this ball is going upward, it is going against the gravity, so G must be equal to minus G. H, so what would be its height? Capital H. So now you have to solve it. This final velocity is already given as V is nothing but Tg by 2, don't you think? V must be equal to Tg by 2. Okay, so इसको solve करो further. So V is Tg by 2 का whole square minus U square must be equal to minus 2G H. Okay, इसको further solve करेंगे. U would go over there, so U square must be equal to, ये उधर जाएगा, ये उधर जाएगा, तो you'll be getting as T square G square by, okay, just a minute, 4 है ना, ये आ जाएगा टी स्क्वायर बी स्क्वायर बाय 4, ये उधर जाएगा, तो इट वुड बी 2GH प्लस 2GH. सो यू स्क्वायर मस्ट बी इक्वल टू, नीचे में ले लेंगे 4, सो यूल बी गेटिंग एज 2 स्क्वायर जी स्क्वायर मस्ट बी इक्वल टू 8GH, है ना. अब u इधर फर्दर सॉल्व करोगे तो u कम्स आउट टू बी रूट ऑफ टी स्क्वायर जी स्क्वायर प्लस 8GH, and root 4 is nothing but 2. So which option is correct? So our third option is our correct option. Okay, Cheshta, is it clear to everyone? Cheshta, is it clear to you? है ना. So इसमें ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं करना है, just you have to visualize this question on the basis of the parameter which is given to you. So we'll be moving to the next question. करो. A ray of light of pure single color, that means pure single color given, so that means monochromatic light has been given to you. Only one wavelength का monochromatic कहते हैं उसको. Is incident on a face of a prism. Prism बना लो. The prism has been given to you, and a monochromatic light is incident at its one of its face of a prism. Having an angle of a prism is 30 degree. So this angle of a prism is already given to you, which is 30 degree. Okay, and it's this incident angle is 45 degree. So this incident angle is also given to you, which is 45 degree at its first face. The refracted ray, this refracted ray does not change its direction as it crosses the other face. So that means if it goes like this, it does not change its direction. That means it has to be, this refracted ray has to hit the other face at an angle of 90 degrees. So that's why it will go like this without deviation, don't you think? है ना? So that means it won't deviate. So it will go like this. This can only happen when at second phase it strikes the surface at an angle of 90 degree. है ना? So this is given to you. So it does not change its direction while it crosses the other face and emerges out of the prism. And ऐसे निकल जाता है. The refractive index of the material is. Find out the refractive index of the material. Let the refractive index of material is mu g. You need to find out this mu g. What would be its mu g? Okay, Cheshta has got the answer now. Third option, which is root 2. Okay. The stage 2, the level of difficulty would be somewhat not twice or thrice difficult as compared to stage 1. So you have to practice accordingly. You have to practice more and more questions accordingly in order to get used to it. Only Cheshta has got the answer, and Cheshta is saying third is the correct option, which is root 2. And what about the others? Shubham, Hardik, Rishit. Are you able to solve it? I think the hint is already given to you, how to solve the question. This much of hint is given to you, and this is sufficient for you. Shubham has also got the answer. Shubham is saying now third is the correct option, which is root 2. So let us see. So we'll give some more time to Rishit and Hardik. Hardik, are you able to solve it? And what about Rishit? Rishit, are you able to solve it? Okay. And Rishit, what about Rishit? Rishit is not at all responding. Okay. Everything is given to you. So if this refracted light does not change its path, that means it has to hit the other face at an angle of 90 degree. So this angle is 90 degree. Okay. And this angle of a prism is also given to you, which is 30 degree. So in this triangle, this angle must be equal to 60 degree. If this is 60 degree, this refracted angle has to be 30 degree, don't you think? Because this is normal to the surface. है ना? Now apply Snell's law. It is moving from air towards glass. So we already know that mu1 sine theta 1, or this is air, mu1 sine theta 1 must be equal to mu2 sine theta 2, or sometime in different books they may use the other expression as they may use the refractive index as n1, है ना? They may use refractive index as n. So n1 sine theta 1 must be equal to n2 sine theta 2. So this is your Snell's law, and this will remain constant while a light ray move from one medium to optically denser medium, or to rarer medium, or optically rarer medium, whichever it may be. And so while it changing the interface, this remains constant. So for in the first medium, refractive index is 1, and sine of this angle, sine of incident angle, is sine 45 degree. This must be equal to refractive index of second medium, which is mu g, refractive index of this glass of a prism, multiplied by sine of refracted angle, which is sine 30 degree. है ना? Now rest everything is clear. So it has to be root 2. So mu g is nothing but sine 30 is half. So eventually you will get mu g as root 2. है ना? This is the simplest question that you can get. I hope this thing is clear now. Rishit and Hardik. Okay. So we'll be moving to the next question now. This is also very much good question. This is also one of such good question which came in your 2017-18 examinations. So let us see this question first. A metallic cubical solid ball, a block of length L. Suppose a block has been given to you whose length is also given to you, which is L. Okay, and this distance is small d. Is slowly lowered continuously in a larger vessel filled with water. This setup has been given to you. This block is lowered in water. Okay, let d be the depth of the lower surface of the block. Let d be the depth of the lower surface of the block, which is below the surface. This much portion is immersed inside the water. Okay, this is given to you. Measured from the surface of the water at some instant, the graph which represent correctly the variation of buoyant force with depth is. So that means if this length, if L is the total length of this block and d is the distance of the block which is immersed inside water, so as long as if this block is coming downwards, this distance d will keep on increasing till the point it will become L. है ना? So while it is coming down, what is the relationship of buoyant force with respect to distance d? That you need to find out. So tell me. Okay, most of you have got the answer. Chishta is saying third. Okay, Shubham is also saying third. Hardik is also saying third. What about Rishit? Okay, so we already know that buoyant force acts whenever whenever an object is placed inside water, or whenever an object is placed inside another liquid, है ना, and this buoyant force always acts upward, so its direction is always upward and weight will take it to move downward, है ना. So there is only two force that will act on it while it is moving, while it is going inside water. So weight will keep on weight will make this block to come down, and the buoyant force will keep on increasing, because this buoyant force depends upon rho, density of the liquid in which it is placed, volume of immersed portion of the solid, into g, acceleration due to gravity. This is the constant term. The volume, if this block is coming downward, the immersed volume, वो वॉल्यूम जो कि पानी के अंदर है, वो धीरे धीरे इंक्रीज करता है ना. सो सपोज इसका क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया, ये वाला जो एरिया है, लेट इट बी ए, लेट दिस क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया बी ए, है ना. सो व्हाट वुड बी इट्स immersed volume? Don't you think it would be equivalent to rho a into d into g? यही होगा. And this buoyant force is variable. Why is it variable? This is constant. This area would also be constant. This g would also be constant, but this depth is slowly increasing, है ना. So you can easily get the relationship of buoyant force with respect to d. It would be straight line. यही होगा. Once this total block comes into the water, then afterwards the buoyant force will become constant, है ना. क्योंकि अब जब पूरा का पूरा ये ब्लॉक पानी के अंदर आ जाएगा, तो टोटल मैक्सिमम buoyant force कितना लग सकता है? रो v इंटू जी. सो v इज द वॉल्यूम ऑफ दिस ब्लॉक, है ना, क्योंकि इससे ज्यादा वॉल्यूम तो नहीं बढ़ेगा इसका, है ना. तो इमर्स्ड वॉल्यूम टोटल जितना पानी के अंदर है, वो सारा का सारा वॉल्यूम अंदर चला गया ना. अब ये जब नाउ दिस buoyant force will become constant. So afterwards जब ये पूरा अंदर आ जाएगा, इस पॉइंट के बाद से buoyant force constant हो जाएगा. I hope this thing is clear to everyone. I think now Rishit has also got the answer. So see, this third option is correct option. And this is quite simple question. Just you need to visualize what is buoyant force, then afterwards everything is clear. है ना. So shall we move on to the next question? This is the next question which will come to your screen now. Karo. Although this question will require some time to solve it, and some of the things that you also learn, you need to remember. ठीक है, कुछ कुछ चीज़ें आपको रिमेंबर भी करने की ज़रूरत है, ताकि आप कुछ इस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आए तो जल्दी से ही कर दो, कुछ ज़्यादा कुछ करने की ज़रूरत ना पड़े. यस, चेष्टा इज सेइंग VA is equal to VB is equal to VC. वेरी गुड चेष्टा. तो इसका मतलब सही है आंसर है. यस ऋषित, हार्दिक. यस चेष्टा, टेल मी व्हाई इज इट सो? Why fourth is the correct option? Yes चेष्टा, बोलो. फाइनल वेलोसिटी सबकी सेम होगी. फाइनल स्पीड, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट वेलोसिटी, दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट स्पीड. क्या सेम होगा? इसको नीचे थ्रो किया है, इसको ऐसे थ्रो किया है, इसको अपवर्ड थ्रो किया है ना, सेम स्पीड से, सेम स्पीड से. तो बताओ, ए और बी का तो मैं इजीली बता सकता हूँ कि सेम होगा, है ना, क्योंकि अगर यू स्पीड से नीचे थ्रो किया है, इसको ऐसे हॉरिजॉन्टली, इसको अपवर्ड थ्रो किया है, तो जब वापस ये ऊपर जाके जब ये नीचे आएगा, तो सेम लेवल पे नीचे जाने की स्पीड इसकी यू ही होगी, ए वाले की. तो इन ये दोनों तो सेम स्पीड से, ए और बी तो दोनों सेम स्पीड से हिट करेंगे, ये तो देखने से ही पता चल रहा है ना. अगेन सी वाले का आप आसानी से निकाल सकते हो, बिकॉज इट दिस मोशन वुड बी प्रोजेक्टाइल जस्ट लाइक दिस, and it will come like this and it will fall like this. This speed, which is vc, is given to you, है ना? It has got two components, horizontal and vertical component. दोनों निकाल सकते हो आप, because it for C it would be freely falling, at the same time it is moving with a constant speed u in the horizontal direction, है ना? At any instant of time, this C ball would have a horizontal speed is which is u, and which will remain constant because no force is acting in horizontal direction. Only gravity is a force which is acting in vertical direction. So that means in vertical direction its velocity would keep on increasing, है ना? तो इसका velocity कितने velocities hit करेगा, ये आसानी से निकाल सकते हो ये, है ना? अब इन दोनों का सम अप कर दोगे तो vc निकल जाएगा. तीनों का निकाल के देखना, क्योंकि if suppose this is the height of this block tower, so this va must be equal to vb must be equal to root 2gh. don't you think यही होता है? root 2gh ऊपर जाएगा, a वाला ऊपर जाएगा, अगेन वापस नीचे आएगा, सेम हाइट पे सेम ही स्पीड होगी u. सो a एंड b की तो सेम ही स्पीड होगी ना, एंड दैट इज so that means the speed with which it will hit the ground is root 2gh. इसका कैसे निकालोगे भाई? इसका वर्टिकल स्पीड तो root 2gh होगा. ओके एक मिनट, जस्ट अ मिनट. ओके नो, इन दोनों का root 2gh होगा क्या? वी एंड वी बी, टेल मी. यस चेष्टा, हार्दिक, क्या इन दोनों का root 2gh होगा? यस चेष्टा. नो, इसका इनिशियल स्पीड a और b का इनिशियल स्पीड भी तो था u, सो इट कैनॉट बी root 2gh. स्पीड ऑफ a must be equal to speed of v must be equal to v root of u square plus 2gh. ये होगा, यही होना चाहिए. v square minus u square is equal to 2gh, यही होगा ना? तो vb का होल स्क्वायर कितना होता है? ओके vb कितना हो जाएगा? u square plus 2gh. दिस इज द एक्सप्रेशन, दिस इज ऑल्सो एन एक्सप्रेशन फॉर a. ओके ठीक है. एंड व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स? ऋषित आ रहा है समझ में? हार्दिक, शुभम, इस टाइप से फाइंड आउट कर सकते हो वी ए और वी बी. वाई आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट कि वी एंड वी बी, बिकॉज वी एंड वी बी वुड हैव सेम वेलोसिटी, क्योंकि ऊपर जाएगा बॉल, वापस जब नीचे आएगा सेम हाइट पे जब आता है तो उसकी डाउनवर्ड जाने की स्पीड सेम ही नहीं होगी, यू, है ना? ओके नाउ इसका स्पीड निकाल सकते हो. इट्स हॉरिजॉन्टल स्पीड इज यू एंड वर्टिकल स्पीड इसका रूट 2gh होगा. क्यों? क्योंकि इसका वर्टिकल डाउनवर्ड जाने की स्पीड 0 है. C block would go with a constant speed in the horizontal direction. At the same time, it is freely falling. If it is freely falling from the height of h, this vertical speed of this vc must be equal to root 2gh. अब इसको सॉल्व कर लो. vc कितना होगा? रूट ऑफ u स्क्वायर प्लस इसका होल स्क्वायर करेंगे तो कितना होगा? 2gh. सेम आ रहा है? बोलो. आया? है ना? सो सेम आ रहा है ना? आप कैलकुलेट भी कर सकते हो, कोई बहुत बड़ी चीज़ नहीं है. जैसे हमने अभी कैलकुलेट ही कर लिया, है ना? तो आप ऐसे भी निकाल सकते हो. इसका स्पीड ये आया, इसका स्पीड ये आया, एंड बोथ ऑफ देम आर इक्वल. एंड दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन विच कैन बी डन इन अदर मल्टीपल वेज ऑल्सो, है ना? एक और वेज में आप कर सकते हो. यू कैन ऑल्सो विजुलाइज दिस क्वेश्चन जस्ट लाइक दिस. सपोज u is the speed with which all the ball has been thrown, है ना? इनिशियल मैकेनिकल एनर्जी ऑफ द सिस्टम कितना होगा? मैकेनिकल एनर्जी ऑफ ए कितना होगा? पोटेंशियल प्लस काइनेटिक. मैकेनिकल सबका सेम होगा. मैकेनिकल एनर्जी ए का, बी का एंड सी का, सबका मैकेनिकल एनर्जी पोटेंशियल प्लस काइनेटिक के बराबर होगा. और सारे सेम होंगे, बताओ, बोलो, क्योंकि काइनेटिक सबकी सेम है, सबको सेम स्पीड से फेंका है, एंड पोटेंशियल भी सेम है सबका, क्योंकि सेम हाइट से फेंका है, इट वॉज थ्रोन एट द सेम हाइट, है ना. सो दैट मीन्स टोटल मैकेनिकल एनर्जी, इनिशियल मैकेनिकल एनर्जी ऑफ ईच ब्लॉक वुड बी सेम. तो फाइनल मैकेनिकल एनर्जी वुड ऑल्सो बी सेम, डोंट यू थिंक? While it is coming down, the potential has become zero. So that means the total potential and kinetic has to be converted into kinetic energy. Don't you think? And since it is only acted upon by gravity, and gravity is a conservative force, so that means mechanical energy of the system would remain conserved. Is it clear, Cheshta? Gravity is a conservative force, है ना. तो कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स है, तो इस कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स जब भी एक्ट करेगा इसमें, तो यहाँ पे आप टोटल मैकेनिकल एनर्जी कंजर्व कर सकते हो. तो मैकेनिकल एनर्जी, इनिशियल मैकेनिकल एनर्जी इज पोटेंशियल प्लस काइनेटिक, विच इज सेम फॉर all three blocks. If it comes to the ground, at ground potential becomes zero. So that means total potential plus kinetic has been converted into kinetic. So don't you think सबका kinetic, क्योंकि इनिशियल एनर्जी सेम था, तो फाइनल एनर्जी भी सबका सेम ही नहीं होगा, बिकॉज यू हैव टू कंजर्व द मैकेनिकल एनर्जी. ओके, यस शुभम. ओके, चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन करते हैं हम. ये तो बिल्कुल सिंपल क्वेश्चन है, दैट केम इन योर एग्जामिनेशन. So tell me the answer. This is M1, M2, M3 and M4. M1, this one is M2, this one is M3 and this one is M4 block. 4 block 1, 2, 1 and 5 kg are connected with a light inextensible string as shown in the figure. Find this system is pulled along the frictionless surface with a horizontal force of 36 Newton. So the force pulling the block of mass M1 is what? That means you have to find out the tension between block M1 and M2. What is the tension in this string? बहुत simple question है. So many times we have done this question ना, बहुत बार कर चुके हैं. Yes, बताओ. Cheshta is saying 4 Newton, Hardik is also saying second, Shubham is also saying second and Rishit is also saying second. तो इसमें तो ज़्यादा टाइम लगना भी नहीं चाहिए, है ना. Entire, because this is a constraint relation motion, है ना. So this is constraint motion, constraint है ना, सबका motion एक दूसरे पे depend कर रहा है, because they are constrained with the, they are tied up with the strings, and this string has got mass, this string is also massless, है ना, massless string है और inextensible string भी है, or this is a relation, so that means the combined acceleration of the whole block would be same, because this is one of such type of block system in which the motion of each block is constrained. तो constrained है तो सबका acceleration same होगा अगर इसको इधर 36 न्यूटन से खींचें. So this acceleration would be common. This common acceleration would be force applied by its system mass. What would be system mass? कितना आ रहा है? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you will be getting as 4 meter per second square. So this is an acceleration of M4 also, M3 also, M2 as well as M1. है ना? So this is the acceleration for all these blocks. So finally, you need to find out what is the tension in this block. What is the tension in the string connecting M1? This tension, let it be T. So T is the tension which is pulling this M1 block with an acceleration of 4 meter per second square. So this tension must be equal to mass into common acceleration, don't you think? So this is equal to, mass is 1 kg, acceleration is this, so 4 Newton is the tension produced within this string. So this is the only force, this is the only tension that will pull the M1 block with an acceleration of 4 meter per second square. So can you find out the tension within this string? Let it be T2 and let it be T3. Find out T2 and T3. बताओ. सिंपल है, बताओ. What is T2 and T3? This is T2 and this is T3. So tell me. Yes, Shubham, क्या होगा T2 and T3? Hardik is saying T2 is 12. Okay, M2 is 2, 3, 3, 3. Okay, very good. Okay, ठीक है. And what about T3? T3 is 1, 2, 3, 3. 3 for the 12. Okay. M3 is 1 kg, 4, 4 3 the 4 for the 16. Very good. So that means T2 is 12 Newton and T3 is 60 Newton. Okay. आसानी से find out कर सकते हो. T2 is nothing but T2 is a tension in this string. This tension, the tension within the string will pull M1 and M2 with an acceleration of 4 meter per second square. है ना? So the tension within this string has to pull two masses M1 and M2 kg. So this tension T2 must be equal to M1 plus M2 into common acceleration, which is A3. So it comes out to be M1 is 1 plus 2, 3, 3 for the 12. So it comes out to 12 Newton and T3 क्या होगा? T3 is a tension within this string. This string will pull all these three masses. So this T3 must be equal to M1 plus M2 plus M3 into common acceleration, which is AC. So 4 into 4, which is 16 Newton. है ना? बिल्कुल सिंपल है, इसमें कुछ ज़्यादा कुछ है नहीं, है ना? तो इजीली आप कर सकते हो. ओके, सबका आंसर आ गया है. वेरी गुड. सो विल बी मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नाउ. टेल मी. The velocity time graph of a motion of a two car A and B is shown in the figure. Choose the correct statement. क्या होगा आप जल्दी बताओ. 1, 2, 3, 4. VT graph of two cars has been given to you. VT graph is already given to you. Chishta has got the answer now. Chishta is saying third. Acceleration of the two cars are equal to each other at an instant earlier than T0. Hardik has also got the answer now. Hardik is also saying the same option, third. Yeah, Shubham. ठीक है, शुभम का भी आ गया एंड रशिद. Okay, I think you need not spend much time in it, है ना? So because this is not a numerical based question, so you should not get much time in it, है ना? So you can easily visualize this question on the basis of the graph. The graph says, graph has already given to you. The graph of the slope of this car A is constant, है ना? VT graph is constant. So don't you think acceleration of car A would remain constant? Because the slope of velocity time graph gives acceleration. So the acceleration of the car A is remain constant. Okay. Now what about car B? Car B has variable acceleration because its slope at initially is somewhat low. So that means here its acceleration is low. Its acceleration is gradually increasing because the slope of velocity time graph gives acceleration. The slope of B is slowly increasing. At this certain point, don't you think this acceleration would remain, the acceleration of A and B would remain constant because its slope is constant. So, and again now the slope is increasing for this block B. इसका increase करता ही चला जा रहा है. So that means इसका acceleration variable है. So that means the acceleration of B is variable and slowly it is increasing. At certain point it becomes acceleration of A becomes acceleration of B, which is which will remain equal at a time below t naught, है ना. So t naught से पहले पहले once जब तक t naught से पहले पहले उसका acceleration स्लोप सेम हो जाएगा. यहाँ पे स्लोप देखो दोनों का सेम है इस पॉइंट पे, है ना. तो स्लोप सेम है तो दैट मीन्स एक्सेलरेशन इज ऑल्सो सिमिलर. सो एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ द टू कार आर इक्वल टू ईच अदर एट एन इंस्टेंट अर्लियर दैन टी नॉट. ठीक है. सो दिस वुड बी अवर करेक्ट ऑप्शन विच इज थर्ड. सो विल बी मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नाउ. जल्दी से नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे आ जाते हैं. जल्दी देखो. A sound wave is sent simultaneously through a long hollow pipe AB. This is also very much simple question, है ना, simpler question. AB and a solid pipe CD of a same length and having the same cross sectional area. A person standing on at point P, as shown in the figure, will hear the sound at the same time from pipe AB and CD, or is it something else? This pipe is solid, that means it is made up of solid cylinder, and this is hollow. This is hollow pipe. Yes. First from the pipe, Hardik has got the answer. Hardik, Shubham and Rishit has all got the answer. That means since the speed of sound is more in solid as compared to air, so you can easily hear the sound in CD pipe before the sound comes to the point P in AB. So since the speed of sound is greater in solid, तो इसमें जल्दी आ जाएगा, है ना. तो ये बिल्कुल सिंपल क्वेश्चन है, इसमें ज़्यादा कुछ करना है भी नहीं आपका. फर्स्ट फ्रॉम द पाइप CD and then from the pipe AB. So second would be the our correct option. So we'll be moving to the next question. Shall we move on to the next question? जल्दी से करते हैं हम. Okay, now जल्दी बताओ. We'll be doing one or two more question. Two long current carrying parallel wires are placed as shown. This is the question which is given to you. Two parallel wires are shown to you. Which of the following figure will represent the magnitude and the direction of the force exerted on the wire? So बताओ क्या होगा. This is given to you, है ना. We already know that if two parallel current carrying wire are placed near to each other, if the current is flowing in opposite direction, they may repel होंगे और या attract होंगे. So tell me. Cheshta is saying first. बताओ. हार्दिक इज सेइंग सेकंड. इसमें कंफ्यूजन है सबको. हाँ, वी ऑलरेडी नो दैट फोर्स पर यूनिट लेंथ कितना होता है. फोर्स पर यूनिट लेंथ एक्टिंग ऑन दीज टू पैरेलल वायर्स. लेट मी सी और किसका आंसर आता है. शुभम. क्या होगा शुभम. चलो, enough time has been given to you. So देखो, these two parallel wires are given to you and each containing the current of I by 2 and 3I by 2, है ना. So and let their separation be D. let के इन दोनों का सेपरेशन कितना है, D है. अब देखो, because of the first wire this second wire would experience magnetic field because current carrying wire always produces magnetic field around it, है ना. So इसकी वजह से magnetic field कितना होगा, inward. Don't you think इसकी वजह से यहाँ पे magnetic field inward होगा, और वो कितना होता है म्यू नॉट आई बाय 2 पाई आर, है ना. आई कितना है यहाँ पे, आई बाई 2, म्यू नॉट आई बाई 2 बाय 2 पाई आर, है ना, क्योंकि इनफाइनाइट लॉन्ग कैरिंग वायर के चारों तरफ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड आसानी से निकाल सकते हो आप. नाउ दिस सेकंड वायर विच हैज गॉट करंट, it is in the magnetic field of first wire. So whenever a current carrying wire, second wire, is placed within the magnetic field, then it will experience force that is equivalent to QVB. Don't you think? No, not QVB. That is equivalent to I into L into B, ILB. Okay, so इतना इसका जो L पोर्शन है, L लेंथ जो पोर्शन है, it will experience force. तो जल्दी से मैं निकाल लेता हूं मैं, क्योंकि this force is equivalent to I L cross B, यही होता है force experienced by any current carrying conductor placed within uniform magnetic field. Suppose मैं इतने लेंथ की बात कर रहा हूं कि इस पे कितना फोर्स लगता है, so it would be equivalent to I force experienced by this much portion is I current जो इसका खुद का है which is 3I by 2 L लेंथ क्रॉस में जितना निकालना है LB sin theta. Don't you think? Because magnitude of L cross B is LB sin theta, है ना. And what is B over here? ये इस यहाँ पे कितना मैग्नेटिक फील्ड होगा, इस पॉइंट पे मैग्नेटिक फील्ड होगा म्यू नॉट I बाई 2 बाय 2 पाई आर. 2 पाई आर करेंगे तो यहाँ पे 4 पाई आर हो जाएगा, होगा. And R is a perpendicular distance, so this would be equivalent to 4 pi d. Is it clear? Yes, Shesha. This wire is in magnetic, this second wire is in the magnetic field of first wire. So the magnetic field at this point would be mu naught I by 2 pi r, don't you think? I hope this thing is clear to everyone. Hardik, Cheshta. So B की वैल्यू आसानी से पुट कर सकते हो. Magnetic field is inward and the current carrying wire is downward, so the angle between them is 90 degree. So LB sin 90 is LB. So you'll be getting as 3I by 2 L. What is B? Mu naught I by 4 pi d. So this is the magnitude of force experienced by L length of the second wire. And what about its direction? We know that magnetic field is inward. Abhi ye le lo. So this is the second wire. The current is flowing downwards and the magnetic field is inward. So I L cross B, length is this and B is inward. So you have to go from this vector to this vector, L to B. L नीचे है, L वही वेक्टर होता है जिसकी डायरेक्शन में करंट होता है. So second wire का करंट डाउनवर्ड है, so the L is also downward. So you have to move from L towards B. B is inward. So you'll be moving like this, अंदर की तरफ, है ना. So the force would be towards right. So this portion of the wire will experience force towards right, and its magnitude is equivalent to this. This is a magnitude and this is a length. This magnitude is similar to the force experienced by the first wire. Now you can easily visualize like this. This first wire is in the magnetic field of second wire. Again, इसकी वजह से जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इस पॉइंट पे बनेगा वो क्या होगा, इनवर्ड होगा, क्योंकि इसकी वजह से करंट इसका डाउनवर्ड है. सो हेयर द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड ऑफ so the magnetic field in the because of second wire is also inward, है ना. अब इनवर्ड है वो भी आसानी से निकाल सकते हो, म्यू नॉट आई बाई 2 पाई आर, है ना. यहाँ पे आई की वैल्यू कितनी है, 3y बाई 2. इसका मैग्नीट्यूड इसका डायरेक्शन कितना होगा, आई एल बी, आई इंटू एल इंटू बी. आई इसके अंदर का करंट मल्टीप्लाइड बाय लेंथ एल पोर्शन जिसमें हमें निकालना है, मल्टीप्लाइड बाय बी. बी इज इनवर्ड. तो कैसे जाओगे, एल से बी तक जाओगे, लेंथ वेक्टर इसका ऊपर है, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड अंदर है. सो दिस वायर ऑल्सो एक्सपीरियंस फोर्स टुवर्ड्स लेफ्ट. आई होप दिस, I think you have to revise your magnetism the magnetism chapter, because since you guys are not able to solve it, है ना, तो magnetism थोड़ा revision करो, ठीक है. And the magnitude of these two are also equally होता है. सो विच ऑप्शन वुड बी द करेक्ट ऑप्शन? कौन सा ऑप्शन सही होना चाहिए बताओ? सो फोर्थ ऑप्शन इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन, यू मस्ट गेट, है ना, दोनों का मैग्नीट्यूड भी सेम है. सो याद रखना, वेन एवर अ करंट इज फ्लोइंग इन द opposite direction, they will repel. Whenever the current is flowing in the same direction, they will attract. Okay? Yes, Cheshta, Hardik, Shubham, is it clear to everyone? Okay, so आज के लिए हम इतना ही करते हैं, है ना. So we'll end at today's session. I hope everything is clear to you, each and every question. Yes. Rishit, Shubham, ठीक है, very good. Okay, so what you can do, meanwhile you can practice the previous year questions, है ना. At the same time अपने थोड़े से लेवल और डिफिकल्टी बढ़ाने के लिए आप कुछ कुछ एससीवी के क्वेश्चंस भी कर सकते हैं, है ना. तो मेक श्योर कि आप एससीवी के भी क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस करते रहो साथ साथ में. दैट वुड बी क्वाइट बेनिफिशियल फॉर यू. ठीक है, सो विल एंड अप टुडेज सेशन. थैंक यू.